Hey guys, SAIYAN here, bringing you a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so Beerus, of course, just got his EZA on global. So I thought we would, for a bit of fun here, try out a double Beerus leads Realm of Gods team. I've made a team like this before for videos in the past, but I want to use a Realm of Gods team where we are not using any Saiyans, because obviously, you know, some of the best units on Realm of Gods are these units like God Goku, the Blue Fusions, stuff like that, right? So I thought it'd be interesting to see if we could actually do an event that was relatively difficult still with this team. I put it to a poll in the chat and we are doing a Red Zone BROLY, which might be one of the worst matchup events for this team, potentially, but just because BROLY might not be the hardest event anymore, but obviously the fact that he does the AoE super in the STR phase could be pretty bad for this team. But yeah, so we're using no Saiyan units. We only have Gods, Kais, all sorts of stuff. I mean, we started off with a pretty ridiculous starting rotation, to be fair. So now we are only on a 170 team, but I'm pretty sure Zamasu probably will still cook. The only thing that we'll have to bear in mind that I will have to, I guess, not do is I won't be using Zamasu's transformation into Infinite Zamasu and the Sky Zamasu domain, because his domain increases damage done to and received by super type enemies and allies. So not only are we fighting an extreme enemy, so it doesn't give us any benefit whatsoever, but it means that all of the superclass units on our team would then take more damage. So we're certainly not going to be using Zamasu's domain during this event, but I tried to mix up the team a little bit. I did consider bringing in Zamasu because we have a full Realm of Gods team, and he's a very good tank, has built-in healing, but I didn't want to bring multiple Zamasu units, so I opted for the Tech Supreme Kai of Time, just to add another bit of variation into the mix. She is another unit that could unfortunately get absolutely destroyed by the AoE phase. It's pretty much just going to come down to a case of we'll have to see what the rotation is looking like for that turn where we have the turn where we have Supreme Kai on the rotation, and obviously if it's depending where all the attacks are placed and all of that, we might just have to use an item for that turn, because Supreme Kai of Time gets all of her defense on super attack, so AoEs are just very bad for her in general, right? Alright, so Beerus tanking for double digits after he gets that buff from the first hit. Now, Beerus and Whis are a unit that I haven't really used a ton since they got their EZA, but obviously they are one of the better link partners for our boy. I mean, it's interesting after the worldwide celebration to think about Realm of Gods, the fact that we can just run these two Zamasus as a rotation, and they're so good. But this is the kind of turn we want, right? Is it Godly Power? Is that it? Yeah, okay. What do we get from Godly Power? It's an attack link, right? Yeah, 15%. Oh, and crit chance. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so we'll do this. And we need 3 orbs for Supreme Kai, so I want to try and ideally save some orbs for Beerus, because the only downside for Beerus in this event, of course, is if we are not fighting a Realm of Gods enemy, then Beerus doesn't get his orb changing. So it's 17, well, that's LR Zamasu. Mine has 2 dupes, 18 million attack on a double 170 team. It's pretty good. I do love Tech Zamasu. I don't know why, I feel like as the worldwide has come to an end and we've moved on a little bit, I've started to see people like hating on Zamasu. I mean, maybe not hating on, that's probably a bit strong, but like all of a sudden people are like underrating Tech LR Zamasu for some reason. I know his team obviously still needs help, but we should hopefully, fingers crossed obviously, they're not super restricted. A lot of the heroes units for this year are going to buff Zamasu's team, right? So okay, so do this. We don't get the extra damage reduction, unfortunately. With the defensive support from Gowasu and Zamasu and all the links that we share with Beerus and Whis, we're at 240k start of turn. Again, I feel like that's not terrible for a 170 team, right? So Yeah, let's do this. Yes, I mean, he takes double digits for the first hit already from normals anyway, and he's still up to 12.5. Remember, Gawasu and Zamasu are only giving defensive support. So Beerus doing a 12.5 million attack stat into a 13. That's all him, baby. That's him and the links from Beerus and Whis. So, very, very good. Plus that KO screen, though. Gotta love it. But this is where it's going to get spicy, potentially. Now, oh god, look at, oh my god. We can't get 7 orbs either, so I'm gonna have to I think what I need to do then, you have the most damage reduction now anyway, as the LR Zamasu's one starts to wear off. So I think what I need to do here is I'm going to bank on a bunch of blue orbs dropping down from the top. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then we'll see, can we get 7 orbs for Beerus here? Because if we can... No, it's still only 6. Unfortunate. So I think I probably have to Whis here, which will help out Supreme Kai on the next turn. Because, yeah, unfortunately, if he gets 7 orbs for Beerus, he gets that extra damage reduction before he attacks, which means if he was to get AoE'd at this first part of the turn, he would have that 70% damage reduction. Unfortunately, though, we are not able to get the 7 orbs. And that is the big downside, I suppose, to running him against a non-Realm of Gods enemy. But remember, his base kit, he does have 40% damage reduction as it is anyway. So by using a Whis, he now has 80% damage reduction. So even from the AoE, he should be fine. I mean, he probably will still take damage, but we shouldn't die. And then obviously with the built-in damage reduction that both the Zamasu units have, they're just going to take double-digit damage from a super anyway. So how much is this actually going to do? Let's see. Because he's got type disadvantage as well. It was less than 100k, so yeah, we take that. Now that basically shows you the Whis is almost equivalent to him having 7 orbs. So that means if we'd actually were able to get 7 orbs, I wouldn't needed to have used the item, and he would have taken like a little bit more than that. So maybe just over 100k, like 150 at most, which is pretty good considering type disadvantage. So... And now we're in the final phase with a Whis active. Unfortunately, we do have... Oh, God. Beerus and Whis are... Well, we have the Whis up, but is that going to be... Is it going to be enough? Also, this distinct lack of the orbs is disturbing. Could do this. Because if this drops even just one... in orb's still right at the side, though, which is annoying. I think this is this video is a pretty good example of like the orbs when you're not getting that orb changing. It's not ideal because there's a lot of AGL orbs around here. There's a lot of rainbow orbs that are just not connecting to anything, which is a little bit unfortunate. Can I get to that other int orb by doing this? No, it's still only 6. I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter too much once he's attacking anyway, but... Alright, well, we'll see. Oh, of course he did. Well, we're probably dead now. Yeah, if you can't get the 7 orbs, then Beerus in slot 1 is not the most ideal. But I guess because he already has the damage reduction, it would have been better for not immediately taking a super to the face. Well, we got back to the AGL phase, but we are having the same kind of terrible luck as we did on the previous one, which unfortunately, again, it just comes back to the whole when you don't have a Realm of Gods enemy. So yeah, I mean, all we can really do is this. Can we get... Well, I mean, the thing is, it doesn't actually even matter to get 7 orbs. Like, once you're, when you're not going to be in slot 1, it doesn't matter, right? Because the 7 orbs gives him the extra attack before he attacks. So this Beerus at the end, it doesn't matter whether he gets 7 orbs or not. This is a pretty scary turn, though. I think we will just go ahead and use the other Whis. We had to obviously use the Whis during the AoE phase. I feel like with this team, you probably are always going to have to. But I mean, again, right, the whole point of doing this was just like the challenge to do a double Beerus lead team with no Saiyan units on Realm of Gods. But obviously, if you were going to build a Realm of Gods, even if you wanted to just do double Beerus, right, you'd bring units like Tech God Goku or Physical God Goku or both. There are a bunch of units that obviously we could use instead who would be significantly better for this event than running a double Beerus team, but I just thought double Beerus team would be kind of fun. Full Beerus and Whis team you could make as well, but I mean the problem is as well with, I said at the beginning, right, we put the event to a poll and the chat picked BROLY, only to realise I needed to change parts of the team that I'd already built because BROLY disables dodge. So units like STR Whis, like he's super outdated now, really needs an EZA, but like you could still get some use out of him as long as he dodges. It's kind of like running the risk of using, it's like running the risk of using UI Goku in like the current content, right? Is he can just potentially dodge everything and then you'd be all good, but obviously if he doesn't, he's going to take a lot of damage. But yeah, exactly. Whis, like Vados, like some of those characters, if you're not dodging, they are just going to get absolutely destroyed by BROLY. I won't do the nodes here. We'll see how much damage, because Zamasu is going to do a lot of damage on this turn anyway, right? If we could get one more turn with Beerus, that would be good. It's kind of like the worldwide celebration has made the non-Saiyan Realm of Gods team much more impressive by having like the new Zamasus and stuff, right? Like the Tech Zamasu and the EZA for the AGL one. Because I've made videos in the past of like non-Saiyan Realm of Gods team, and obviously we have to usually take on events that are at a much lower level, because that team back then was literally like Beerus and then Whis Vados, like the free-to-play Tech Supreme Kais, like that kind of thing. Whereas obviously now we have this, like even the Int Zamasu EZA is good, especially on a full Realm of Gods team, right? We're getting that heal, he's got the damage reduction, like, I mean this rotation, where it's just the full Zamasu rotation, this is these guys under a 170 lead, and we just saw AGL Zamasu just absolutely going off. I don't think, will Int Zamasu be able to kill him? He doesn't have a huge amount of health left, but probably not. Well, actually, I don't know. What's his attack stat going to be here? 3.4. I mean, it's not terrible, but probably not, yeah. Double super, though. Alright, come on, come on. Give me 7 orbs. Let's get the turn where Beerus actually does. Oh, man. We're so close, look. Like, this one Int orb being out of the way would be able to create a bridge to connect all of those. Well, there's nothing we can do now, chat. It's all in the hands of the gods, literally, the Realm of Gods team, but the RNG gods, because if BROLY super attacks in slot 1, we're probably dead, right? Well, we are dead, because Beerus has 220k and 40% damage reduction, which is nice, but it's not tanker BROLY super in slot 1 nice. But fortunately, the RNG gods were on our side. Beerus with the 15 million attack stat, and there we go. So yeah, double Beerus Realm of Gods team. It's kind of fun. Obviously, if you want to do the most optimal version of the team, you would actually just bring Saiyan characters, but I thought it'd be something interesting to do for a video. Beerus himself with the attack stacking, Beerus managed to do some pretty good numbers throughout the run as well. If you are getting the 7 orbs, obviously Beerus can tank incredibly well in slot 1, which is cool. But yeah, there you go. Double Beerus lead, full Realm of Gods team. Just something fun for the day. Let me know how you guys are enjoying your Sunday. What have you been up to on Dokkan today? We've got Chain Battle coming out tomorrow. There's new quest stages, and the maintenance will be ending on Wednesday morning. So we should hopefully have an idea of anything else that's coming out before Heroes. So let me know what you guys have been up to in the game down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.